Clark Field Municipal Airport. Automated weather observation.
210 11. So today we are flying from Stephenville, Texas to Phoenix, Arizona. Actually going to land in Chandler. We're going to stop halfway in Belen, New Mexico. Belen is in the absolute middle of nowhere, but just a little municipal airport. We're going to grab fuel and then head over to Chandler, Arizona, grab our Turo Jeep because the Chandler airport doesn't have rental cars. And then we are going to the Dixon headquarters to pick up some shirts. Today, I've got my dad with me. If his microphone is in a weird spot in his face, just ignore it. And done with pre-flight, done with run-up, and we are about to take off for Belen. Stephenville traffic, Sirius 360 Whiskey Lima. Going to be departing runway 14 for a westbound departure. Stephenville traffic. Introduce power. Airspeed's alive. And
traffic, terminal 761 Hotel Yankee, 9 miles southeast, inbound, left downwind 14.
Stephenville traffic, Sirius 360 Whiskey Lima, turning left crosswind and departing the area to the west. Stephenville traffic. The Stephenville frequency is shared with so many different places. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
340 Bravo Whiskey Forward Center, reserved in the vicinity of Granbury Airport. Traffic at 12 o'clock. 7 miles, altitude indicates 1,600, and then 12 o'clock and 9 or 5.
We already had this discussion.
Bravo Whiskey, thanks.
Can you not hear me? Can you not hear me?
Not right now.
What about now?
Yeah.
Number 859 should go back to you up there at 8,400.
How do you turn Stephenville down? They're so loud to me.
Your headset, this headset, you can turn volume down there. So if that's too loud, turn it down.
Yeah.
So once we get there, we're going to probably Uber over to pick up the rental car.
Yeah.
I got one of those like Jeep Gladiator things because it's got a little bit of a truck bed.
Yeah.
That way we can go to Dixon and get pick up the shirts.
Oh, we're an hour and 40 minutes away from
Belen,
New Mexico.
Yeah. Right now we are in Lubbock is 40 miles out this way, so can't quite see.
Post.
Yeah.
Where we're at right now. Yeah.
Post.
Yeah, Post.
Post, Texas.
Right underneath us. Yeah.
What's in Post?
It used to smell real bad. There used to be a lot of sour gas wells out here. You'd drive off and drive down into Post, and the smell, you couldn't stay here.
Do you think they named the town because there was just one post?
I don't know.
What's that movie, A Million Ways to Die in the West?
Yeah.
They named the town after, what is the name of the town in A Million Ways to Die in the West? Old Stump. Welcome to Old Stump. I wonder if that's actually a place. Fort Worth Center, Sirius 360 Whiskey Lima, 10,500.
Number 360 Whiskey Lima, Fort Worth Center. These also got Seminary 3019.
This guy's voice sounds like whenever they are doing like one of those interviews and they like disguise your voice and your face and everything. You know?
Some of these cases really need to be looked at.
There's a few oil wells out here looking at all that.
I was literally just pulling my phone out to video the amount of pump jacks.
Yeah.
We're straight up in the desert and there's a mountaintop over there with snow on it. Belen traffic, Sirius 360 Whiskey Lima. Gonna be on a 7-mile final. Follow you in over there, Mike Echo, 0 Whiskey Lima. Switches and seatbelts are on. Airspeed looks good. Got a little bit of a burst there. Runway is made. Oh shoot, that's
Left downwind one way. Downwind way.
Belen traffic, Sirius 360 Whiskey Lima going around. There's a bad bump right there at that intersection and we have hit it just right to where...
Goes us up?
Yeah.
Now what do you do, just make another circle?
Yeah. Man, I was really happy with that whole approach and everything, and it set down so good. Kind of weird because the airspeed was really nice all the way in, and then right as we were getting close to being in ground effect. We had like a 10-knot burst. The indicated airspeed jumped up to from 90 to 100, like immediately. All right, try this again. Blend traffic, Cirrus 360 Whiskey Lima, turning final for 03 blend. And you can see what that bump looks like down there. Gosh, what is going on with the nose wheel? Trying to keep it really light here. Really light, really light.
Yeah, that's
There's
what got
those
us last.
bumps.
You're good now. That's way better.
I'd certainly prefer to not have landings like that, though.
There's King Air right there. You forget how big them planes are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of lame that they pulled up for fuel right there because they're using the truck and they're blocking the self-serve.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to pull it up there.
We can push it up, can't we?
Yeah. This place is straight up middle of nowhere.
Everything out here is totally kosher. One of those things, I suppose, just being a low-time pilot and just some of the things that happen. It was like a 5-knot crosswind. It was just kind of a perfect little scenario of just getting thrown out of rhythm. But bottom line is, executed a safe go around, and that is what all of the training is for. $3 million fine for letting cable fly. So the first time I ever came here was actually whenever Greg and I, who wanted me to pick up the Cirrus in Idaho. We stopped here, we got fuel. This little thing was flipped up like this. Nobody around. Guy pulls up in a Jeep, walks up. Greg says, "We didn't do it." Guy says, "I know you didn't do it. Nobody ever does it." Walks right past us, walks up to this thing and shuts it, walks off. Like, well, my bad.
You were a lot more calm than I expected. You didn't even reach to hang on to anything.
I started to land it for you.
Yeah, that probably would have helped.
That would, yeah. Them pedals, I don't know exactly which one to stomp there.
It would for sure have got us onto the ground.
Maybe not like we wanted to.
We would have landed, yes. Yeah. Right rudder, full power. What I can say is this thing does not perform the same here as it does at home.
Oh no, yeah, because of the elevation.
I mean, it feels almost gutless right there. Like,
yeah. That's where you'd like a turbo.
Yeah, that would help. That would definitely help. Start our descent.
In the gateway, I'll make it as short and painless as possible. Turn left heading 220, descend and maintain 7,000.
220, descend and maintain 7,000, Zero Lima. This is the part that's the most...
Lima, heading 250.
Heading 250, Zero Lima.
Zero Whiskey Lima, and descend and maintain at 6,500 on that 250 heading, clear the Bravo airspace.
All right, descending to 6,500, clear the Bravo, Zero Whiskey Lima. Alright, rear chin it up. We're at 7,500. Alright, we're looking for 6,500 and gonna maintain that. We're doing 202 knots over the ground right now.
Oh, wow.
Zero Whiskey Lima, talk to Gateway Tower. You are approved through their airspace if you need it. There are several aircraft in the pattern at Chandler. Keep that code and contact Chandler Tower 126.1.
126.1 for tower, Zero Whiskey Lima. Now this is the extra interesting part. So now I gotta slow down now because we're really ripping. I'm gonna take autopilot off. It's gonna beep. Chandler Tower, Cirrus 360 Whiskey Lima, inbound with Whiskey.
Cirrus 360 Whiskey Lima, Chandler Tower. Continue on that heading to square your turn to final for runway 22 right.
Alright, staying on this heading to square final for runway 22 right, Zero Whiskey Lima.
See the runway?
Cool. Yeah, it's right there.
Oh, right to the left, yeah.
Yeah, so we're landing on 22 right. You see this other
Zero Whiskey Lima, you can begin that left turn to a straight in for runway 22 right. Your number 2, runway 22 right, clear to land.
Alright, turning left base for runway 22, clear to land, Zero Whiskey Lima. So those 4 lights right there off to the side are the pappies. As long as they are this color right now, 4 whites means we're just a touch high. See, now you've got one that's red.
Wind 30
Our glide path is looking
7.
really good. 2 that are red is exactly what you want.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So 2 red, 2 white. Glide path looks good. Approach speed looks good.
22 right line on the white, Arizona 15.
Zero Whiskey Lima, turn right at the end. Contact ground, good day.
Turn right at the end. Turn right at the end. Contact ground, Zero Whiskey Lima.
All right, so we made it to Phoenix. We are in Tempe, Arizona right now. Got the rental. We did a Turo thing because we're going to Dixon to pick up shirts and we need that bed space. But first, it's a mad heater. But it's really about to be a mad heater up in here. Also, I didn't wear a Dixon shirt. What was I thinking? This is absolute rookiness. All right, in and out, baby. So one of my absolute most favorite things about this place are the chilies, which dipped it in ketchup, but it's a perfect little appetizer. Nom, 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 nom. And sometimes they will surprise you. Oh golly, that place was so good. Every time, pink lemonade. Oh, you know I love In-N-Out. And now, headed to Dixon Flannel headquarters. We are loaded up, got shirts for the weekend, about to bust these babies out as soon as we get to the racetrack. All right, new Dixon tees are so sick. Dixon AL40 hits on the front. The back of these things are sick. Sponsor logos, got the Dixon car. AlexLaughlin40.com. that's where you can get them. Get to getting. All right, this weekend we're in Phoenix, Arizona, and it's going to be an absolute heater out here this weekend. We've got 2 rounds of qualifying today, we've got 2 tomorrow, and then if we qualify, we're racing on Sunday. Got the team car with Mike Phelan warming up right now. That's why it's louder than crap. Mine's next. We're gonna warm up and then we're rolling up forward. How do you do Q in sign language? I don't know. For Q1. Holy shaboli. It is hot up in here. Climbing in for Q1. Shout out to OMP for the brand new fire suit. This is actually the first OMP suit that I've ever had. It's nice. Very nice. I will say it feels significantly lighter. One, it's for sure lighter, but it feels a lot more breathable. It's a great place to bring it out, being the absolute hottest race of maybe any existence ever. So far, I am just absolutely loving it. It was 106 degrees yesterday. I don't know what it is right now, but I can promise you it is hotter than a pontoon propeller.
Alex Laughlin getting a little squirrely early.
Oh, well, it was close. It was right on the razor's edge of making it. And I just started paddling the tires. And these new wheel specs are probably faster. They're just a little more inconsistent. What we've been running has a liner on the inside of the tires, which helps push the sidewall out, make it stronger or firmer. Now we're able to run an 18-inch wide wheel, which the others are 16-inch wide with the liner. Now we can run 18s wide with no liner. Again, they are faster, but we just haven't got the consistency down yet. And we'll get there though. We'll totally get there. All right, loading up for Q2. Guess what? It's still hot. Hotter than a hootenanny. I don't even know what that is. I can't even think straight. It's so hot up in here.
Alex, oh, both of them really.
All right, Q2 was another aborted run. We'll get it. I have no doubt at all that tomorrow will be totally fine. I mean, we started Gainesville out the same way, ended up qualifying 4th. We're gonna get the consistency that we're looking for. It's tough right now, and we're not the only ones struggling. I mean, you got conditions like this, and people are gonna struggle. We got the best people that we could ask for working on this thing. Mike Jennis Jr. on the keys. At least from this point, I find a decent amount of peace in not making a full pull for the fact that I don't have to pack the parachutes. Just being honest. honest. All right, y'all, I'm gonna take a second here to introduce a challenge and introduce Elmo. Elmo is one of our rescues at Laughlin Farm, miniature Hereford bull. Yeah, he's the best. Everybody loves Elmo. And what we're doing here, Elmo, excuse me, sir. What we're doing here is I'm going to do a challenge, and Elmo is being featured many times throughout this video, and the first person to leave a comment that has the timestamp of every time they find and see Elmo in the video gets Elmo, as well as a brand new pair of these sick Heatwave aviators. These right here, Elmo flew with me. He rode with me in the car every lap this weekend. He can be yours, and so can the Sunnies. So let me know where you see it in the video, how many times you see him, and best of luck to you. So sorry if you have to watch some of it again. I'm sure you've noticed him somewhere because he's been in some obvious spots, but some of them are pretty tricky. Good luck. All right, day 2 from the Arizona Nationals. Mike Jr. right here, getting ready to dig us out of a hole. We're sitting 15th. There's Kenny. In the lanes, Q3. This is going to be the make it or break it session for sure. The conditions are not bad right now, but they're not going to get any better for certain. So we'd really like to be able to make it down. Yes.
That is Alex Laughlin, two of the biggest personalities in this sport.
At the top end with Alex Laughlin. I know you're not in the position you want to be in right now, but tell me about the competitiveness and difficulty of this category and qualifying for the show.
This isn't even opinion based, it's just statistics. This is the most competitive category that exists in all of NHRA right now. It's not the position that we want to be in, kind of surprised that we're here right now. I'm not too worried about it, honestly, because we've still got another run. It's not over until it's over. I have no problem pedaling the car in this last session, and to be honest, I'm pretty good at it. I think that even with the pedal job, worst case scenario, could still get in. And to be honest, you know, I've got a 8-month-old at the house, so I find peace at this point in time in my life to be able to go home early. So there's bigger problems in the world, but we'll be all right.
Great perspective. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. All right. All right, the time has come. The time is now. This is make it or break it. I've not pulled the parachutes yet this week. Maybe I shouldn't have said that on the whole I don't like packing them thing. I'm gonna love packing them this evening, because I can promise you one thing, no matter what, this thing's going far enough and fast enough that the chutes are coming out of it. The only way it's not is if it's upside down.
There are 17 cars on property. 16 make the field. Alex Laughlin sitting in the number 17 spot. I want to take it back in time. Alex Laughlin's interview after the last run. He said he's very confident in what he can do in this race car. He's confident in his pedaling abilities. If something does go awry, if it doesn't go A to B, But also, he's in a new era of life. This is dad era for Alex Laughlin. Worst case scenario, he gets to go home and hang out with his wife, Cassie, and their 2 daughters. So.
And I love that Alex Laughlin is publicly thinking that way.
Yeah, we took a journey with him on his interview.
Chance and you know what that Alex Laughlin behind the helmet right now is thinking, it's really not that bad if we don't qualify.
No. Got us some extra brownie points, though.
6:03 is not intimidating. It's definitely doable. That's the bump in final qualifying here in Promo.
As he said he would. Pedaled it. Goes 6:06. Wow.
Missed it by 300ths
Listen,
of a second.
He did exactly what he said he was going to do. He did a great job of catching that. He pedaled it, got it down there at 244 miles per hour, did all he could do. This is the heat of the day. The track temp last measured was 144 degrees. That is a great effort right there for Alex Laughlin.
All right, quick little debrief and rundown on the weekend overall. Definitely a shame that we didn't qualify. 4 rounds, just didn't make a clean run at all. Very uncharacteristic of this car and the team in general. This was the last race that we didn't qualify at before last year. So I don't know what the deal is, if it's Phoenix just against us. I don't know, but we'll have better luck in Charlotte for sure. We'll get this figured out. Something like going the transmission, there was oil absolutely everywhere. And it's hard on it, shaking the tires like that over and over. I mean, it'll break the chassis, it'll break parts, it certainly will break hearts. And I'm not saying mine's broken, but if I had a little fiddle, I'd probably play it right now. But anyways, gonna be headed home in the morning. Cool air, smooth ride, smooth sailing. And hope you had fun on this one. I'm sorry it didn't work out with some awesome, comeback story. I was ready for the like rocky music. Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. Didn't get there. So you know what? Onward and upward. See you on the next one.